days, not brushless. I had a bunch of electric stuff back in the day. I done sold it all because I do not do electric anymore. Only thing I kept that I still have, because this thing was nearly brand new. I used it once years ago. And this was like state-of-the-art technology Tekin adjustable ESC from back in the day. This is the only thing that I ever kept. I bought this thing, used it once. Literally used it once. Because I had a Novak. That Novak ESC, that burned up. I bought the Tekin and actually had it mated with a Trinity engine. I ended up selling the engine, got rid of the platform, sold the motor. Not the engine, motor, sold the motor, and that was it. Yeah, Jack, that thing's old. That thing's probably like 15 years old. I don't know, I wouldn't say 15, maybe around 10, 9 or 10 years old, around there. But
how about a month?
GLR, don't you remember them? Them and Novak? The Novak stuff was really, really good back in the day.
Here's where the idiot gets caught.
These would actually fit RTR, and they would. RTR A-arms. I have no idea what this Tekin ESC.
There's the Tekin, it's called. There's the Tekin ESC.
I don't even know what the hell this is.
Don't even know what it is.
I have to do some research on some of this stuff.
Yeah, you should probably do some research. What a moron.
Let's see. Brand new
Nitro fake the real turd in the punch bowl. Amen to that. Okay, so, you know, here we go again. I hate to have to do this because I got a lot of things to do. I'm too busy. But one thing, if you guys know me, by the way, welcome all Muggy Maniacs, Chuggy Maniacs, Buggy Maniacs, yeah, even Monster Truck Maniacs, you know, they're headaches, but it is Nitro, and especially 5th Scale Insaniacs. Whew, man, it is early morning here, Sunday. Got up extra early, didn't sleep very well, got really back late from the Nitro Dirt Challenge last night. It was, you know, it was awesome, man. I don't want to turn this is going to be a rant, so I will let you know. I have no shame in my game because I need to get some stuff out on the air because I'm tired of always having to defend myself. Drama is because people don't like the truth. People are too soft. Bunch of pussies, pansies. Okay, this is definitely rated R, not for children. So don't let the kids watch this. There will be some cursing. I'm trying not to, but I'm not upset, but I'm just really, it's like irritating. It's like chalk nails. It's like chalk on, chalk, duh. It's like nails on a chalkboard, you know. That's what it is to me. Because people want to talk out their ass. They want to make false accusations. Just tell blatant lies. And I just gave you proof that Mr. Fraud there, Nitro Fraud, we'll call him. His name is Nitro Freak. His real name is Frank Higby. Sounds like fucking Hickby. But anyway, that wants to try to slander me once again because he has some kind of inferior issues, personal issues. PTS or whatever they call it, probably from, I don't know, because he didn't go to war, so maybe he got stressed out from peeling so many potatoes in the military. And this isn't a shot at military. I have military people in my family. Okay? People that have done 3-4 terms in Vietnam, sergeants, snipers in my family. Grandfather was in Panama Canal. I've got a lot of military in the family. Now, me personally, no. Okay, So, no disrespect to military. Okay? Matter of fact, shout out to the military for putting your ass on the line for us people here so we can enjoy things like Nitro and going to the Dirt Challenge and, you know, simple things like a freaking freedom to go wherever we want. But anyway, so this guy wants to talk trash. Muggy, if you go look at my history, I've always been reactive, not proactive, which means I've never made a video just because I wanted to talk shit about somebody, like some people do. Okay? It's always been reaction, not proaction. I'm reacting because people want to talk shit. And so I guess I just have to expose. So you just seen it. I didn't make that video up. I'm not even one that upload. Somebody, he pissed somebody off. And that is clearly showing you that he is a liar. At least I show you the proof that he's lying. He wants to go on and say that I didn't go to the DNC. Well, you're going to see plenty of proof that I was at the DNC. Matter of fact, the footage you guys are going to see in a minute. I just did a little bit, like a 40-minute sample, I think, was what you guys are going to see. I've got a few hours that I've got to edit and stuff, and I'm going to take in more today. On this video, you're going to see is me getting there. First person I meet is Joey Christensen, which is the guy that founded the Dirt Nitro, which, by the way, is besides the Worlds and all the guys, and I'll have them tell you that on video, but you can ask all the pros, will tell you DNC is the biggest race in the world besides the Worlds. Why? Because it's the only one. Silver State's pretty big, that all the international guys, everybody from around the world usually come to. The only reason they weren't here this year is because of, obviously, COVID-19. But anyway, to get back to what we're talking about, Joey Christensen, you'll see on the video, we talked, he was a really nice guy. You know, I ended up getting an autograph from him. I got a couple pictures with him in front of where the podium and the Dirt Tapestry advertisement things for the Dirt Nitro when they win the races. You know, the podium right there. He was a really great guy. He said, hey, if you you know, have any questions about anything, you know, really, really, really awesome guy. Everything they say about Joey is true. He also does a lot of other tracks. He's a great track designer. He designs a lot of Nitro tracks, not just the DNC. He does Silver State and a bunch of other ones. But anyway, the next interview you guys will see after that, I have one with Wally from Wally Builds. Those of you that know or don't know that are into racing, Wally Builds, he sets up people's whips. They send them to him or whatever, give them to him, and he sets them up so they're ready to go for racing. I don't know if you can do that by shipping him stuff. I don't know how it works, but I think he does that too. So when you get your stuff out of the box from him, it's race setup for whatever you need. But anyway, I got to edit that a little bit. It was kind of a long video. Because I did kind of just shoot the shit with him. But I'd asked him a few questions, and we talked, and he was a really nice guy. Keenan, a.k.a. Lefty White, was the one that told Wally that I'd be looking for him. Wally was really cool. And then the one after that is, well, I didn't do that one on this video. The one after Joey, you'll see, is one I did with Ty. Now, with Ty Testament, I'll let you know, the video was shitty. I was going like this. I was pointing down on the ground, and, you know, I was kind of nervous. I was trying to keep my phone up at his face while I'm talking to him. But Ty was a really nice guy. Probably was like it wasn't really, I won't call it an interview. Me and Ty were just having a conversation. It was really cool. Ty Testament is a really nice guy. And then I had then you'll see the last part of the couple interviews or couple conversations I had yesterday is with Chris Nelson, the owner of TNR Racing, that people say that, oh, well, he doesn't even know who you are. And, well, really? Well, you'll see on the video. In fact, it was funny because when I first walked up to him when I was filming, I said, hey, it's Muggy Maniac, man. He's like, dude, I finally get to meet you. And I'm all, yeah, man, I'm a huge fan of yours. He goes, man, I'm a huge fan of you, man. He's all, you run modified engine. He was really cool, man, because he's old school. He races. He has his own fuel line now. By the way, we're going to open up a couple engines. This is the P3 Pico that I ran the TNS fuel through. It's been about a week, maybe a little bit longer. This one I just ran a couple days ago. But, you know, just to show you what it looks like when you run them. We're going to let them set a little bit more longer. I didn't put any after run oil, nothing. These have TNR fuel sitting in them. Okay, so anyway, we'll get to that in a second. But, yeah, so me and Chris chopped it up for a little bit. It was pretty cool. And then I'll show you guys a little bit of the race where I did talk smack on the live feed, but I didn't disrespect nobody. And again, people want to say that stuff, Mr. Nitro Fraud, and say all that he said. Oh, he talked about, I didn't mention one word about bashing. Show me where I mentioned bashing. Show me where I talked, disrespected any drivers. I even talked to Scotty, and I'll have a little conversation interview with Scotty and Tyler, the guys that are on the RC Live thing, okay? Hopefully I'll get a chance to do a little bit with them today. But anyway, we're going to get in to talk to Mayfield. I got Mayfield's autograph. It was really cool. And it was right before he was going, getting ready for the final heat, the A-main of the Pro Chuggy, which he spanked everybody's ass. He didn't just barely win, or it wasn't a close race. He walked away from everybody. Matter of fact, he lapped a lot of guys. Okay? And what I said on the live feed thing there is that Dakota fended himself. That's something that people in the racing made up. He fends himself, which means he TQs a lot of big races, but he's never really finished. He's never won DNC. Okay? At least Truggy anyway. I don't think he's won number one at, he's podium, but he's never... So anyway, I didn't slander, I didn't disrespect any pro drivers whatsoever. Mayfield was one of my favorite. I like Tebow too. I have a few, but Mayfield is, you know, I am a Mugen guy. I like Mugens. I have Mugens. I like Technos too. Bornhorst, man, Bornhorst was right there too. You know, Bornhorst, Tebow, and Mayfield were podium, but Mayfield won it. And I told everybody, don't worry about Dakota TQ and everything. He does that a lot. I'm not even sure he might even win buggy today. I mean, it's not like he's out of it, but mentally, that does a lot to guys. Especially when Mayfield worked everybody there, including Dakota. He started third on the grid, and he came up and just walked away from Dakota Fenn. Dakota started making mistakes, and yeah, like I said, he fended himself. But people to say, oh, I disrespected people, that's a lie. Mr. Fraud, and you know who he knows who he is, and you guys already know who he is, and he's probably watching this video. You show us the proof of what you're saying that I said. You have no proof. Scotty didn't say nothing about me. I even hit him up, told him who I am. Told him, hey man, let me try to see if I can get you guys some shaky. I don't need to go hang up in the booth. I'm not, you know, swinging off their nuts. That's just how people are there, man. It's just a family. You know, 10, 20 bucks, you know, to hook those guys up with their favorite, which is the shakies. I don't care. You know, I don't need anything from anybody. It's open, man. I can go talk to whoever I want, get autographs from whoever I want. You know, I got hooked up. I'm thinking of probably, I don't know, but I'm thinking of taking this body and getting Mayfield, Rhonda, and Drake to sign it. Joey also gave me these. They're like little, these are the stickers that they run on their whips. But yeah, I've only got a couple. I've got 4 tires. This one has Mayfield's autograph. That's Mayfield. And I'm going to see if I can get Rhonda and Drake, so I want them all on one tire. That's Ty Tessman. He put X-Ray 2021. That's Joey Christensen. He put the dirt. And I've got a couple more tires, so I'm, you know, like I said, I have no shame in my game saying that I'm playing fanboy. I'm not a racer. It doesn't mean because I'm not a racer I can't go to these things. I've never been to one. I always wanted to check it out. At least I can say I went to the DNS, which is like on everybody that races bucket list, or people that are into Nitro or RC. It is. It's a bucket list race. But anyway, get back to what we're talking to. And I don't want to make this too long because the video you're going to see is already about 40 minutes. So this probably will be another hour video. But you think you guys will enjoy the footage. Like I said, my conversations were kind of all over the place and my camera was like this. And I'm trying to keep it right on them. But anyway, so long story short, that's a lie. If you believe that liar that said those things about me, which you just seen right now, him blatantly caught in a lie. He never, ever, ever owned a Tekin ESC. And that one was not 10 or 15 years old like he lied about. He got it. It shows you. You don't have to believe me. I show you guys. I'm showing you factual proof. Not circumstantial bullshit or saying, oh, well, yeah. Show me the conversations where I mentioned bashing, where I disrespected drivers, and where I tried to talk about something I didn't know anything about. And what was funny is as soon as the comment I made, yeah, that Mayfield's going to take it, which is what I said, and Fenn will probably defend himself, here comes Nitro Fraud, okay, Mr. Frank Higby. Oh, Muggy, nobody wants to hear you, or no, you're irrelevant. He just started trying to bully me like an idiot. And then here comes his minions trying to say the same bullshitters, same liars, same guys that always want to start bullshit. That there's two people in this hobby. People that are part of the problem, part of the solution. Am I part of the solution? I don't know. I just share and keep it real. But I definitely am not part of the problem. Part of the problem is people like him and his drones. Again, need I remind you, and we'll finish with this, okay? I don't have, you know, tons of subscribers. I did the math, and I wouldn't want to do this, but just to remind people. At least some people will take this to heart, and I think you should. Okay, Mr. Nitro Fraud, okay, on his last 30 videos, and you don't take my word, go do your own calculations. 10,287 views total, 30 videos. My last 30 videos, Muggy Maniac, 13,000. Actually, it's a little bit more, but 13,000. Okay. How many subscribers do I have? 700 barely. How many subscribers does Nitro Fraud have? What, almost 2,000 now? He's got less than a 20% average view on his videos. I've got like a 65% average. So who's got nothing going on? Who's got, you know, I don't toot my horn about my video. I'm nobody. And I'm not afraid to tell people that I'm nobody. I'm just a guy with an old school GoPro and a camera phone, making videos and sharing my passion of what I like to do. Okay? So, you believe who you want. I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me. My channel will go on. I'm not worried about if I hit 1,000 subscribers. If I lost all my subscribers, that makes no difference. But when people stop really watching my videos, then I probably won't make as many videos anymore. I don't need to. I'm not worried about, I make an honest living. I've got money. I don't have parents that buy anything from me. This is all my stuff that I work and earned. Okay, all of my stuff. So people that say that, oh, you live with your parents in the basement. First of all, we don't live in California. We don't have basements. That might be people back east, out in, you know, the country or wherever you live, but not in California. Okay, and you know, so don't get that twisted. I have my own place, and like I said, I think that's probably maybe a week where you will be doing videos out of my Nitro Cave. 5B engine, my OBR 34 Signature Series on the way. Pipes being made on the way, Australia. So it's coming. We're going to put it together slowly but surely. I'm in no hurry. There's a lot of stuff I want to do in Nitro still. Don't get it twisted, I am an 8th scale Nitro enthusiast. I don't even like to use the term basher. That just sounds freaking dumb. But anyway, yeah, so I just had to get that off my chest. You guys enjoyed this video. I hate to have to do rants like this, but I'm not going to sit back and let people try to defamate my character or slander me. Okay? That's just never going to happen. I will never do that. So, anyway, enjoy the video. More videos. Probably going to have to spread these videos out to about 3 or 4 videos coming in the next week or so of the rest of the Nitro Dirt. But it's cool, having fun, going with my other daughter today. Taking turns because one has to work and one has a day off. So, pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. Kind of a little starstruck. I mean, you got all, you know, not the best in the world, but you got top dogs out there, man. I want to get a conversation on video with Jared Tebow. We're going to go talk to Chris. I might pick up a case of TNR fuel. He said he's going to hook me up, so we'll see. I still got to meet Brent from Beach RC, the owner of Beach RC. He was real busy. I didn't get a chance to meet up with him. So anyway, enjoy the video. Yeah, Mayfield, I'm saying right now, will take a main Pro Nitro buggy. But Dakota's on pole. Mayfield starting in 4th, which I think he doesn't like being up front. He likes coming from the back, man. And I expect him to probably more than likely. I hope it's more of a fight, because the Truggy, he walked away from, there was nobody close. I hope it's more of a battle. At least somebody shows him a couple wheels or two. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the footage. If not, put a thumbs down and thumbs up to you, because a view is a view. I don't care. Unsubscribe if you don't like me. So I'm not going to tell you to subscribe. I don't care what you do. I don't need anybody to do anything. But enjoy the hobby and have fun. But I will not put up with liars like this guy, Nitro Fraud, ever. So if he wants to, like, continue, hey, no problem. I'm just not going to turn it into, wasting all my time. I think I've said enough, and you guys go do your own research and homework. Okay, and you'll know what's truth. And for people, I can't believe that 1,700 people that subscribe to him believe his bullshit. But I don't think it's 1,700 people, because he only gets 400 people on a really, really good day. Not even that. He gets about 300 on average that actually watch his bullshit. So that means the other 1,400 people or whatever he's irrelevant. They don't watch him. So, alright people, catch you guys on the next one. Have a blessed one. Peace out. What up, people? Nitro Nation, Muggy Man. Look at it. There's somebody out here getting crazy. Check out this girl. She's got to be a Nitro fan. Anyway, we are here at Thunder Alley, Muggy Maniac, as promised. This is Saturday. It's West Coast time. It's probably time. I got here a little bit late. I will be coming tomorrow, so there'll be more footage. I just got to figure this to let you guys know first off the bat. You won't probably be seeing this video till by the time you guys are watching this video, it'd have been a few days past. So I know I might have mentioned it in my last video. By the way, I hope everybody liked a little bit of reality check there on my last video. Again, that 28.8 Rex Legend is a beast. Okay, baddest, nastiest, scariest, most powerful, in my opinion, and few will argue, nitro engine ever made. Also, the rarest, because they're very hard to find now. And I do have one, possibly two, coming in the next couple of months. So anyway, this is Thunder Alley, Southern California, Muggy Maniac. Shout out to my brothers. I will give a few shout outs. I know it's been a while. Guys that are actually doing some work. Shout out to Nitro Mike. Shout out to, even though he's not really doing anything but working his ass off, my boy. Got nothing but love for you. Gearhead Addict. Shout out to the four guys that are very involved in my 5th scale build. The engine is, I just talked to Dan at OBR. My 34 badass, fully modified Reed Case Signature Series engine will be coming probably in a couple weeks. I plan on sometime in March having it ready to go. Get it mounted in. Got a few other goodies to buy. Like I said, I'm not sparing any expense on this build. But shout out to the guys that are helping me on the build. Real quick, Elite RC, my brother from another mother. 1/5 Chris RC, and I know I said Big Dan, we call him Big John. Big John, guy is, talk about sickness in 5th scale. That guy, he's got more 5th scale whips than I got engines. And I got a lot of engines, and I have a lot of modified engines. But anyway, this is the practice track. There's some youngsters out here getting some time in. I don't know if you guys, the sun's kind of bright there, a little glaring, but that's their practice track. It looks, I think, this is the first time I've been out here in a long, I've been out here many years ago. But anyway, it's a little windy, so it's going to be windy tonight. This is the night they're having the e-buggy mains. Nitro Chuggy 8-scale mains are tonight. Matter of fact, the Chuggy should probably be starting in an hour or so. But anyway, this is some of the setup here. Like I said, this is where the parking is. That's a little practice. I could have brought my whip out here. That would have been cool to chill out and rip on that track right there. But anyway, maybe next year. This won't be the last one I go to. This is actually at some kind of park. I can't remember the name of the park, but we got to go find. I just talked to Keenan, aka Lefty, and these are some of the guys. Let's go check out what people got going on. How you doing? We got here probably some of the privateers set up here. Got some other guys over here. A little bit of look around. Looks like somebody's pulling down their stuff. Man, it's cold. I should have brought some gloves. Dang. Alright. Anyway, like I was saying, I talked to Keenan, aka Lefty the Great. Supposed to go set up. Who's in here? Probably some more privateers. This is the beginning of it. There's the driver stand up there. Well, I'm going to give you guys a quick walk around to the facility before we get into. I got to go meet up with Wally Builds. Also Brent, the owner of Beach RC. Keenan told me that to hit them up to get some stickers and some paraphernalia or whatever. But anyway, this is JBRL, Jimmy Babcock Racing. Pretty cool. Let's see what we got going on here. This is the front part of the track. Let's see what's going on. Let's go check out the track really quick. This is the main deal. Here we go, people. This is where somebody is going to be the 2021 Dirt Nitro Challenge 8-scale Nitro Chuggy champ. Will it be Dakota? Will it be Mayfield? Will it be Tebow? Or could there be an upset? Remember, last year, Adam Drake surprised a lot of people. Adam could be up here. Who knows? We'll see. We'll find out soon, people. But anyway, there it is. I don't know what they're running right now.
One horse, Ben Zeller, 4.3 back. One horse in the quad, Alex Zeller. Second. In the left hand, that horse, and starting 1 and 2. And there's one horse.
That looks like Jared right there.
Had to go fight for it.
There's Bornhorst. That's his infamous color scheme. He likes them bright. Right there. Joe Bornhorst. Boy, that Techno truck is ugly. Joe Bornhorst. Alright people, let's go find Wally Builds. I'm gonna go walk through the pits. I think this is the beginning of the pits. Oh, we got some of the JQ guys here. Right on, man.
Okay, so 4 horse John Heckert and Van Dalen.
JQ Racing. How you guys doing? Keenan sent me. He said, "What's up, guys? Lefty the Great. I gotta go meet up with Wally. You know where Wally's at? Yeah, I just talked to Keenan this morning.
So like I said, Little Robin, race 25.
Oh, we're on the front? Okay, yeah. So I heard about the whole JQ transition thing that's going on. So he said, yeah, go talk to Wally. He'll tell you what's going on. And Brent is the owner of Beach RC, right? Yeah, they're up there. Okay, yeah, he told me. He said, they call me Nitro Kurt. Yeah, nice meeting you guys, man. Have a good one. Good luck. So anyway, let's go meet up with some more. We've got some Losi trucks. Man, it's cold. Colder than a witch's tit. Let's go find. This is the beginning of the dirt. Hey, I'm gonna have to get me a dirt shirt. Gotta represent. Some of the Nitro Dirt shirts. Red shirt, size large. You do?
I believe we do.
How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Say hi to everybody from my YouTube channel.
Oh, hi, YouTube channel.
Yeah, my name's Muggy Maniac. So Joey, right?
Yes.
You look familiar. How you doing, Joey?
How are you?
Yeah, I was just talking to Keenan this morning, and this is my first.
Oh, bitches.
Yeah, so hope you don't mind being on my video.
No, not
Okay, yeah, anyway, so he told me to go meet up with, I'm going to go meet up with Wally
Yeah.
and I guess Brent.
Yep.
He's the owner of Beach RC, right?
Yeah.
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 So anyway, yeah, I've never met you. It's nice to meet you, man.
Very nice to meet you. Yeah.
Hey,
I have blue and I have tan.
really appreciate all the guys out there, and I speak for a lot of friends of mine in Nitro and RC for what you guys do. We know what you guys do, and I've been following the dirt for, God, probably the last 7 years, 8 years. I know you've went through a lot of changes, and I'm a huge Mugen guy, and I like techno, so I'm kind of torn. I'm like, go Tebow, but go Mayfield.
Yeah, me too.
Tebow, Mayfield.
I like you.
Keenan's like, but Fenn's gonna take it, man. Keenan White's got this thing. He calls it the prophecy.
Yeah.
His prophecy. He's got to fulfill the prophecy. Fenn's got to do it, man. I go, well,
so close a few times.
yeah. I go, he's got a lot of TQs. Even last year,
Yeah.
a lot of TQs. Just getting that number, and he's been on the podium, obviously.
Yeah.
Just getting the TQs and winning the race.
You did all 3 classes here.
Yeah, I've been following it this morning, so we'll see. But Ryan said he's got something to say about that.
Yeah.
But Mayfield, pretty much owned it for the last.
Yeah. And Mayfield comes on strong in the mains. You know, he doesn't he fights to win it.
Yeah, he's just something about him at nighttime.
Yeah,
It's like the beast comes out at night,
Rest of it,
and he just starts checking out most of the time. I'm sure he's probably a little relieved, even though a lot of us wish that the Europeans could have been here because it's part of it too.
Yeah, totally.
Some guys said it's kind of we don't want to be spoilers, but it's a little bit not as significant because some of the best in the world aren't here because of all the COVID stuff. I said, but to me, it's more like a Roar then, because Roar is the best in the United States. Even though we'd love to have the Euros here, and I love Elliott Boots and Betty and all those guys, but so anyway, I'm gonna come back and probably pick up something. I need to get me my first, but it is my first. I've never been, so yeah. Nice to meet you, Joey. Yeah, appreciate everything you do, man. God bless you guys. Thanks. All right, people. That was Joey Christensen. He's the one that puts all this together. So we are in the pits. I'm gonna probably cut in and out of this video. I don't want to make it too long, but we gotta find Wally, Mr. Wally, for Wally Builds. We'll put Wally on camera. Hopefully he won't mind. So this is actually the Mako. So, and Brent. I don't know if Brent's around. We'll find Brent. Okay. Give me a minute. Questions? All right, people. Say hello to Ty Tessman.
What's happening, everybody?
So anyway, check this out, everybody. I figured out what I'm gonna get some signatures on, because Anyway, just so you know, a lot of people say, "Are you gonna be fanboy?" I go, "Well, this is my first one that I've ever been to." You know what I mean? And I'm like 20%. I don't even race that much. I've only raced a couple times,
Yeah.
and not in sanctioned race. Just people like, "Well, you do the bashing, and you got to try getting on a racetrack." And I go, "I can't run modified engines. I like the power. I can't. Oh, well, my Ty Testman will spank it." Just so you know, I have a lot of people that tell me that. But anyway, I wanted to get a bunch of signatures. So I seen you saying, I go, "You know what? Let me," and everybody's all, "Oh, are you going to be all starstruck when you see these guys?" Because, you probably know it. There is some kind of, I don't know how you call it, but when you're in the limelight, people know who you are.
Yeah.
Especially in this hobby.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure, I don't know how it is where you're from in Canada. If you go to the stores or go to wherever around there, people know who you are, probably to a certain extent. If you're in a small town, now tell my subscribers where you were born and where you live now, as far as where you're from.
So I was born in Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada, and we live just outside of town right now. Still there, and just come down for races every.
And most people know you, your dad, and your mom. You're not the only ones, but
No, for sure.
you're well known.
Yeah.
Your dad is well known because Gordy is like, I've watched a lot of videos.
Yeah.
He's not just your father, but he's your mechanic and pretty much the guy that's behind the scenes, so to speak. But though people know Gordy as much as they know you. It's like, Gumby and Pokey, they go together or
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
It's definitely a team effort for sure. Like my mom does a lot of the travel stuff. She does all the work behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
My dad pits for me. He wrenches with me. My sister's behind the scenes too. She doesn't get much recognition, but she does all my website stuff.
Yeah, I think I've seen it a few times. Your sister is involved with it too.
It's definitely more than just me. So I get all of the credit and stuff, but yeah, it's a whole team effort for sure.
Okay, cool. So, what do you think? Now, I'm going to ask a lot of the guys this that I get a chance to do this with, besides you, like hopefully Mayfield and Drake. I'm going to be here tomorrow too. I want to know, how do you guys feel? Because a lot of my subscribers and a lot of my friends want to know. They said, ask the guys how they feel about the Euros not being here. Does it take? Because obviously, if I were you guys, I'd be like, cool, I don't have to deal with so-and-so, pain in my ass. It's always trying to take me out, or that, likes to race me tight or whatever. Or I don't have to worry about this guy because he's, the thorn in my side. So I got all these guys like Ungaro and Ron Falk and, all the top in the world. They're not here. Does it take away, or do you guys still look at it like, hey, well, this is still the top here?
We look at it still the top guys in America are here, but definitely it does not have the same weight as it has in the past with all the Europeans, because when they come, it's basically like a world championship with a different format. So it doesn't really feel like a Nitro Challenge this year, just because different location, just kind of how the year's been, just all the restrictions. So it does feel different for sure, but still winning the Nitro Challenge is still a big title. So we still look at it.
Cool. And I know the answer to this question somewhat, unless you've changed, because I've heard you say it before. But I'll let you answer it. Who is the guy usually when he's on the track? He always pushes you to, I don't know if I want to say, for better words, your best, but who he is and what he does. But when he's on the track or he's around you or whatever, he just, for whatever reason, you get an extra fire in your ass and you're like, okay, I got to make sure that I don't let him get me.
Probably
one guy.
Probably
I knew it. That's the guy, Mayfield.
He seems to be the most consistent. Like I would say my biggest rival. I know everybody's so close nowadays, but consistently, I would say he's probably the one I would like the most.
I wonder if Adam feels the same way since they're teammates.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so he's the guy that really, when he's on there and he's like on your doorstep, especially if you're, yeah, he can. And I noticed that from just watching him so much. And I don't know, I'm sure you can answer this question too. Or, I don't know, it's not called a question, but he is the quickest to recover. It's like he can't, you know what I mean? When he makes mistakes, and a lot of guys, is it true? A lot of guys, I mean, I've seen parts of it. When he makes mistakes, especially in the heat of the battle, he can recover.
He's good at driving angry, for sure.
Okay, there you go. That's. But he's not as punched out as he used to be.
No, he's
I heard he used to be, and I didn't watch old stuff, but from what I hear, Mayfield used to be really punched out all the time. Just taping the throttle wide open.
Yeah, he's definitely smoothed out a lot. I think it's probably his engine program's changed. There's a lot of stuff that changes. Driving style, like my driving style changed too over the years. That's just something that happens. But yeah, it's definitely gotten more competitive, I think, as the whole scene has gotten more competitive.
Yeah,
He's
and
definitely,
and another thing, because I've been thinking, and a lot of people say, oh man, you know, if you want to get a, you know, a good engine, and you know, you like, because I'm just have an engine sickness. I like nitro engines, you know, and I like collecting them. Some of them I don't run as much as I should, but I try to run most of them. And is FX? How, I know it's still too early to tell.
yeah.
How are you feeling about the FXs right now?
They're really good. I'm just like, I'm very happy with them. They run really nice.
I heard they're awesome engines, you know, and you can't always believe what you hear. That's what I learned.
Yeah.
Would you agree on that? You got to take what people say around the horn, even in your realm of these pros, with a grain of salt.
For sure, yeah.
Do you run it? Do you own it? Okay, then I don't know.
I think they're really good engines. I wouldn't have switched to downgrade my engine.
Mm-hmm.
So if I didn't believe in them, I wouldn't have switched. But for sure, the engines are made well. They're made in Europe in the same factory as X-Ray, so that's a big plus. They're not just a copy or a OEM model like a lot of other companies are.
Mm-hmm.
So they have their own thing going on, and they run awesome. They idle really well. They tune well. They hold their tune like through a race. I don't have to ever worry about it. We're always making improvements on them. We're working with them to try to always get better. So it's going to be a positive thing, I think, to be running them and keep behind the scenes.
And it kind of makes sense, because to me, you know, you're running X-Ray.
Yeah.
Hudi, I don't know how you pronounce it right, Hudi.
Yeah.
They own it all.
Yeah.
The tools, the whips, the vehicles, which you race, you know, obviously, X-Ray. Hudi tools, I don't know if you guys are Hudi tool users as well. So the FX engine is
Yeah, they were really
maybe
happy.
supposed to be in that car. I don't know if that's for lack of better words,
They
but
were for sure happy to have me on the team and just running the whole line of X-Ray stuff. And they're really anxious to have the best engine. They're never settled. They never settle for anything. So they're always trying to improve. And the engine's already awesome, and it's only going to get better. So I'm just excited for that.
cool. All right, man. Well, it was nice talking to you. Hey, do you mind if I? All right, people, we're back. We got Ty Tessman. Obviously, he likes to throw the ball around. Pretty cool. Hope you guys enjoyed the little interview with Tessman. Yeah, well, you know, he's probably not doing as well as he wanted to be doing, but can't count him out, man. He's still you know, he's won a world title before, so I don't see Spencer. He must be out there. This is some of the guys are out on the track right now, but this is the Associated tent. Let me take you guys over here. This is Associated, I guess their factory vehicle. That's kind of the backdrop over there. So let's see. I should have made a list. We got Joey, we got Wally, we got Ty Tessman. Let's see who else we get. We got to get, you know, we're gonna get the Drakes. Remember, I'm gonna be here tomorrow. This is the Techno 10. I don't know if the guys are in there right now. They'll probably have that covered because it's freezing. So it's getting, you know, some people have their tents open, some people don't. There you go. There's you guys for the TLR fans. Who knows? We might get a Dakota Fend interview here. We'll see if we can talk to Dakota. Maybe Cavallari. I'm not trying to shove too much today. Because I am going to film tomorrow too. Got the Proline guys over here. Proline Racing. Oh yeah. Hot Race. There's Hot Race right here.
That's a little fun.
Check out the Hot Race pit. I'm going to just give you guys... We'll get... Trust me, man. This video is going to take... we got an Associated. Well, there's Hot Race. That's why. And this is some of the S-Works guys right here. Obviously, they're missing... whoever their drivers are now. But anyway, some of the other setups. It's getting dark. They're not going to start the Chuggy A-Main probably for another hour or so. That's a cool setup. I need one of these, man. These things, that's badass. I'd put one of those in the Muggy Cape. That looks like a HB. I don't know whose vehicle that is. Who is that? Chase and Roach. Some More setups. Probably a lot of privateers. TTRC. Some of the guys around here. TNR. Uh-oh. Where's Chris at? Where's Chris Nelson? Let's get the Chris Nelson interview. As you, Chris Nelson, Muggy Maniac, man. I've been talking to you. I'm the guy that's been. Hope you don't mind you being on my channel. All right.
Famous. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, man. Yeah. Hey, man. I got mad love for anybody, and they're hard to find these days. That's an old school Byron's guy. If you've been running Byron's
Back in the day, dude.
since they've been around, you know that Byron's is. They were the best. I even, I have, because I run a lot of modified engines.
Yes.
Even
Modified. Big
yeah, I'm a huge modifier.
Yeah.
The guy that does, and I'll give him a shout out. The guy that does my modding, his name is Lance. It's RC Renew. I fished around to different modders, and a lot of guys. The sad part about Nitro these days with engine modders is some of them don't do the work that they should do, and it's unfortunate. And not everybody flies straight, unfortunately, in this hobby.
Yeah.
And like I tell people, Nitro's been taking enough hits the last few years. We don't need any other kind of hiccups.
Yeah, right.
Minimum. We're trying to pull out of the hole that we're in.
Yeah, exactly.
So the guy that I found, his name's Lance Heidman. He worked for Pico for many years. He's been around for a long time, and I gave him a try, and I love his engines. I run a lot of old school Pico engines that are modded. I love my Rex Legend 288s.
Yeah, Jesus.
Baddest engine
That
ever
ever
made in
made.
8-scale Nitro. Now, can you race it? No. Different thing.
Yeah.
But if you're like most of us that we didn't grow up and just, I'm not even into really racing that
Yeah.
much. I'm more of the,
Bashing.
I call it, I don't like to call the word bashing.
Okay.
I call myself a 8-scale Nitro enthusiast. I'm an enthusiast and I love the hobby. So the .21s, and I rode dirt bikes. It's like me riding a 125 or 250. Yeah, it's cool, but if you got balls, when you get on a 500
Right,
two-stroke,
right.
there's not.
There's
It's
nothing
an
like it.
animal. It's a beast. It's a
Yeah.
whole different animal.
Yeah.
And that's the way I feel about big block .28s, .32s, even a Rumble .25. So I'm like, okay, the best way to test this fuel, because I've been running Byrons for probably 7 years now.
Wow.
I
Oh,
went
wow.
through
I ran it
hundreds
back
of.
in
I went through
05.
gallons and gallons and
Yeah.
gallons and gallons. I ran it up. Matter of fact, I turned my buddy onto a place in South Carolina that had 15 gallons of Byron's 3011 left. He has it. He's sitting on it. He has it stored in a cool area, the way it should be. And he says, "Hey, if you need 4 or 5 gallons because you did help me out," he goes, "I'll send it to you." I said, "Well, Byron's is still not going to be around forever.
Yeah.
I'm thinking for my subscribers, for newbie people, and for the future of Nitro, we need a fuel that's, and I've heard a lot of different things about Bones.
Yeah.
I don't know because I've never ran Bones. It's the
Okay.
only fuel, but from people that I trust with their opinion, they got more experience in engine building and all that, when they told me that guys that raced it a lot, it wasn't that it was bad fuel, but it was inconsistent. Sometimes the fuel was good, sometimes it wasn't. And like I said, I'm not saying that it's true, just the information that I've heard from various people is that Brant Bones doesn't have it in a controlled environment where it's made. Byron's wasn't making it in no
Yeah.
industrial. It was in a factory
Yes.
done professional in
Proper.
labs. That's
Yes.
why it was consistent. I never had an issue with Byron's.
Yeah.
Never blown a motor, never had rust, never had anything.
Yeah.
Never with Byron's in 7 years that I've ran it. And I still have, not counting the fuel my friend's going to hook me up with, I still have 4 gallons of it. And I try, and my engine builder told me, I told him what fuel. He says, definitely I wouldn't recommend Bones. It might work for some people. I just don't like it. I've seen too many people that I know that race it. I build engines. I take them apart all the time and modify them. You can either take my, and I know, I trust you. You're my engine builder, so I got to trust
Yeah,
somebody,
yeah.
and he's never steered me wrong. And he told me that a lot of guys ran gallons and gallons, and sometimes it was okay, sometimes it wasn't. Now, like I said, not saying that it's bad fuel.
Yeah.
Just,
inconsistent.
it's
Yeah.
not, because people, well, what does inconsistent mean? It's what it means. It means that sometimes the tuning on it will be okay, because when you're not making it, and you know this, because you guys you're making the fuel,
Yeah.
if it's not in a controlled environment, moisture gets into it, and
Yes,
sometimes
yes.
the batches will be, and I've seen it too.
Yeah.
People don't even realize, oh, well, they'll make up all these other things that they think is wrong, and I'm like, dude, I've been watching your videos and you running, and I know what it is, but they won't listen to me.
Yeah.
Oh, Bones, you know, and it's cheaper than Byron's. I go, you get what you pay for.
Yes,
You never heard of that? That still applies.
Yes, it does.
Forever. It'll
It does.
never change.
It does.
You want quality? You're gonna have to pay a little bit more money.
Exactly.
Because my Porsche, and I got to put, you know, $10 a gallon, if that's what it was, gas. Does that mean I'm going to go put cheap? No, I'm not. Unless you want to wreck your car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm not bashing Bones. It's just, that's why I never tried it.
Gotcha.
And I've tried O'Donnell's. O'Donnell's used to be good until
Yes.
whoever
Until
the guy
he
was,
switched,
until
yeah.
he switched. He had a fallout. You know, I've been around a while. So he had a fallout with the manufacturing of it. So the fuel was, it changed.
Yeah.
And opening up engine and seeing them bone dry. And I'm like, oh,
that's
hell
not
no, I can't run this.
Yeah.
No, I'm a trigger away from throwing a rod.
up, yeah.
That ain't happening. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
when I finally got turned on and tried to use, Byron's, I was like, oh, this is like, never had an issue with it. Never had a
Yeah.
problem. Engines were lubricated when you can leave you can leave the crank to pull it out and leave it outside and even throw some water on it.
Still.
It had the Byron's fuel around it. It was protected. It didn't rust.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
when I started running your fuel, I said that's why the best way that I feel would be to test it is not just the racing guys, because that's fine. But if you do that, you're limited to all the racing guys and all those guys and privateers and whoever using your fuel. Well, most people know, or you would even know, that there's more people out there doing it on a recreational basis than
much
there is
more.
people racing.
This
A lot
is a
more.
small niche here.
And that's what I try to
Yeah.
tell some of these
Yeah.
guys. That what you need to do is you need to think about it. They're not going to come off of their couch into the racetrack. They're going to
Yeah.
have to go through some avenue, and it's going to come from bashing. They're going to have to do that at one time or another.
Yep.
Does that mean they won't come off the couch and go racing? No. But those are the guys that usually end up not sticking around.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I need to run it in my modified engines, not just .21s.
Yeah,
modded.
sweet,
I have modded 21s too. I need to run it in my
nice,
reds.
nice.
I got modded reds 21s. I got modded Pico 21s. I got modded, Novarossi 21s. I've got P5s. I've got Vertices. I've got, 28 Rex Legends. I've got LRP 32s. I've got Pico P3.28s. Most of my engines are all modded. But I ran all my stuff stock and got the feel for it so I can appreciate the modification. And that's what
Gotcha.
people, another thing they don't do, and I encourage them, don't just, I'm going to go get it modified because I want it, that power is crazy. You can't tell somebody or know the difference from that in stock. Break it in, do whatever, run it stock and then do that, because then you're going to go, wow, yeah. Compared to stock, let me tell you, that 28.8 is a badass. Don't get me wrong, stock, out of the box. But once you get it by the right person modded, it is a nasty monster.
Yeah, I can't
You better
imagine.
make sure you put Loctite and everything, because shit's going to be coming out all over the place.
Yeah.
And I still deal with that, and I know how to set my stuff up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's awesome.
I ran it in my Pico P328. That was the first one I told you that I ran it in, and it's been sitting for like a week now. When I first ran it, opened it up, it was nice and shiny. The TNR fuel, I was like, yeah, the oil package you're running, and I know you can't tell your secrets, because then you have to close this up and
Yep,
make me
yep.
disappear, right?
yep.
But the package, obviously, you got, the package is money.
Great.
So that's the first thing, and I told the people and I showed them, this is the evidence, TNR,
Yeah.
I ran it in my mind. Okay, well, what about engines, 21s and other engines on a track, not just modded?
Am I 20? Okay.
Okay,
So
yeah,
I'm gonna catch
so,
up with you. I'm
yeah,
almost
I'll
done.
be here tomorrow too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I'll
cool,
come,
cool,
yeah,
cool.
I'll be here tomorrow too, so we'll
Okay,
hang out.
perfect. Yeah, I'm trying to get my cars ready.
Yeah, I'll
What's
let you
up?
go. I just
So,
wanted
hey,
to meet
so
you,
fun.
man.
Nice
Thanks
to
a lot,
meet you.
man.
Okay.
Yeah,
Big
great
fan of
job, man. And I'm gonna keep plugging your fuel, man. You see my posts on
do
YouTube.
it.
I got my Mugans, my Kyoshos, my Techno Chuggies, Buggies, all my badass engines and 21s and everything. Hey, it's TNR, man.
Heck yeah, man.
And then I got it. I know if it was from one of your. Who was the other guy that was in that interview that you guys did?
Best or Tyler Brown?
The older guy.
Steve Best.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's where I got that from. That's where I got that from, and that was my slogan that I started doing for you guys. And I was like,
gotcha.
I got to come up with a pitch.
Yeah.
I've done sales before, so I can sling some stuff. So, but anyway, I said, you know what? Why TNR? Because your engines deserve to be happy. Because he said that. Remember? He said, well, my engines are happy since that. And I said, you know what? Light went on. I'm like, I'm going to use that. All right, Chris, I'm going to let you guys go, and I'll catch up with you later. Peace. All right, people. So that was Chris Nelson. Little kind of an interview. This is the TNR booth. Got it set up. Hey, are you gonna come out with hats?
Yes, yes.
Hats?
I will soon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me know, man. I want it. I want one. So this is his setup. I know he's a HV guy. He runs HV. Chris Nelson runs HV. He's getting ready for his race. Here we go. TNR Fuel, people, represent. Why TNR? Because your engines deserve to be happy. You want the best, you got to pay for the best. Hey, I might be talking to you about getting a case of 30%.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
Sounds good.
let me know, yeah.
All right.
So anyway, we're gonna get hooked up. We got, man, I'll take all that. I'll have all this stuff shipped to the Muggy Cave. Look at that. TNR, baby. Fuel for days. So anyway, that's the TNR booth. Okay. This is the AKA. A lot of guys are out. Let's go watch some racing. These guys will go finish doing the walkthrough here. Because some of the guys were going to come back, so I'm going to have to do a lot of editing. Like I said, you guys probably won't see this video. By the time you guys are watching this video, a week has almost passed. And I'm probably going to have to do it in segments, because I'm probably going to get at least 3 videos out of this, at least, to try to capture everything. There's Hot Bodies Racing, so we got Hot Bodies. Well, I bet they're missing David Ronfalk big time, but those the hot body guys in there. Here's the X-Ray. We already talked to Ty Testman. We'll catch up with CJ Jellin later. Let me see if I can get a. We'll try to get a. I think they said Adam was way on the other side. We're gonna get a techno interview. So anyway, all right, people, hold tight. We're gonna go watch some racing. Looks like, Dakota has some wing damage there. Dakota took some wing damage. There's Testman. There's Jellin, Tebow. Mayfield is just checking out, so it's like Mayfield is checked out, people. Which means he's like, yeah, unless he comes apart, he's pretty much passing everybody. Oh, did? Yeah, I know. I seen Dakota's wing looks all tore up. I don't know if that'll affect him, but anyway, people.